I mean, what are we doing here? You know, a year ago, the idea of vaccine passports was something that you ended friendships over. I mean, I didn't, but it was conspiracy town. It was La-La-ville. It's just a year. I mean, a year's not that long, guys. And we are talking about requiring people to get a vaccine that is a novel vaccine, right? And you don't have to be anti-vaccine to be concerned with some potential issues here. To say that you are anti-vaccine or a denier or a hoaxer, some of that shit that you throw around like, I don't know what. But to insinuate that somebody that literally just is wanting to go slow down, we are rushing headlong into this and we don't have to. Is COVID still around? Yes. Is it still a thing? Yes. So many people have gotten it. A shit ton of people have also gotten the vaccine. There is no way we are not near or at or over herd immunity. And we are talking about injecting children, young, healthy adults, and people that don't want it, and people that have already gotten the virus naturally and suffered through a COVID infection, to get them injected with something that may actually interfere with the natural immunity that they have. I know that that's not settled science, but there's a legitimate debate about that. We've never done this before. We are vaccinating people real time in the middle of a pandemic with like 5+ different vaccines. This is like beep, 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 beep. I mean, this is your fucking Yosemite Sam of public policy here. You've got these models that show crazy shit, and then you drive us all off the fucking cliff. This is not a Thelma and Louise redux, guys. This is not okay. You are not paying attention to the myriad other things that are just as important as COVID. And we are being generous in giving, frankly, a virus with a 99.98+% survival rate, IFR, that kind of import over our lives. It is concerning, yes. But you are freaking the fuck out. You people are losing your fucking minds, and you have seized the controls of our society, and you are fucking it up. You need to stop now. What are you doing? You know, in some cases, you're elected to maybe do this stuff, but even those that are taking advantage of emergency executive orders and extensions and weird shit that's never been done before, it's a collection of audibles. Everybody's calling an audible. Stop calling audibles. The pandemic playbooks, we had thems. We had these discussions. We've seen the fucking movies. And this thing comes along and we throw everything out. We throw it all to the side and we say, this is a special occasion because it's the fucking worst thing that ever happened to humanity. Oh my God, Home Alone face. And we have to fucking take the controls. You morons. You have broken the world with your stupidity. All this is so sadly unnecessary. It just didn't need to be. It just didn't need to happen. Holy God. This is still happening a year later. 99.8+. Conservative estimate IFR. That is a one tick above the flu. And again, you get immunity when you catch this thing. Shame on the media. Why do they not mention this? Why do they pretend like natural immunity does not exist? This is there's a lot of dangerous things that happened here. The denial, the tacit denial, the insinuated denial of natural immunity here is one of the biggies. Right around the level of asymptomatic spread right around the idea that kids might be super spreaders. There are certain narrative threads that have happened through all this, which are real killers. And when you put these in combination, they really cause a lot of damage. Oh, wow. Just clinging on to these things for no reason other than just to be safe. That is the excuse. Hey, all the data and evidence points to kids being in school actually weirdly being like a less spread. It's weird. It's like the kids just, they do get it sometimes, but it's totally mild and it seems to help the community. Like we can't explain it. No, we must err on the worst possible scenario and fuck those kids. Put them in mass at home on Zoom, fuck them. Yeah, they're suffering. Yeah, they're committing suicide. It's for the greater good because we know what we're talking about. Team lockdown. Holy shit. You earthbreakers. What is wrong with you?